Friends, guests, and adventurers of all ages, tonight's show is for the brave, the fearless, and the dangerously curious. Witness feats of strength, daring acrobatics, and mystifying magic. Get ready to have the most astounding night of your life. Welcome to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, well, I guess we're going to talk about last week's episode, because holy moly, a lot happened last week. Almost complete TPK, and you found out a whole bunch of new things about each of our characters. So just so you know, to me, that was one of the most exciting fights I've ever had in my entire life. I couldn't even sleep, and I was thinking about this fight for days afterwards. I don't know if it totally came across in the podcast, but visually, if you were watching this on our live stream, if you're a Patreon, that we had on the map, things were crazy. The whole room was on fire. I have this animated fire. Everyone is bleeding. I have this thing where there's a halo around each character token, and it goes anywhere from green to yellow to red to indicate how close they are to death. I actually do it for the monsters, so you get a kind of a unofficial idea of how close they are to dying. And everyone's red. Everyone has skull icons on them because they were either dying or wounded. The room is on fire. Everyone has almost no hero points left. It was crazy. And I'm sitting there the whole time thinking, wow, they might die. And this is going to be quite a dilemma, because how am I going to restart this campaign when they're in the middle of nowhere and I have demons who are not going to negotiate with them and are just going to kill them and then eat them? So, wow, this is getting hairy. I imagine I would have figured something out eventually. Not that I want to, save them, because, look, if they die, they die. But when you're running a podcast and a larger overarching story, you got to be careful if people die. And to be honest, it was a very real possibility. All the rolls are out in the open. Anything could have happened. And I was just sitting there thinking the whole time, wow, these guys might be dead. So, now, I just want you to know, I play the role of a killer GM. I really am not. What have there been? About 240 episodes. And spoiler alert, I don't think anyone's ever died, by the way, if you listen to all the other ones. I mean, they've come very close to dying, and they've died and then mysteriously come back, or sort of come back, or came back changed in some ways. So, alright, maybe one or two people died here and there. But my point is that I'm not a killer GM. I just play one on TV. I'm actually a very nice guy. And actually, from what I found out, I might be playing up this killer GM track a little bit too much, because people think I'm really mean. I'm not. I just kind of do it because it's fun. I'm rooting for the monsters because no one else is rooting for them. But I'm secretly also rooting for the players. Of course I want the players to do well. It's their story. I'm just here to facilitate it. But like Jason once said, I am the Washington Generals and the players are the Harlem Globetrotters. I always lose. And you know what? I'm the one rooting for the Washington Generals. I want them to win and do as well as possible. But yet, in my heart of hearts, I of course want the Harlem Globetrotters to win because, hey, they're the ones you came to see. So, of course, they're going to end up winning and doing well in the end. I can't bend the rules and not allow people to die because I feel it's convenient. After all, this is part of the game, and if you don't have risks, then you can't have rewards. So, something you might be asking is, okay, did you cop out and just have a Deus Ex Machina and give Darius that tattoo that basically saved the day? And the answer is no. He always had it. And if you remember, I set that up a long time ago. And to be honest, this was something that I kind of set up with the players. You see, when they first started out, they gave me all their backstory. And everyone has, well, a hidden backstory. Not necessarily a good hidden backstory. All of them have things they'd rather not know about or hide. and they're all going to change in lots of ways as we're playing. I will say I wish we started this a little bit sooner, because at this point in our Plaguestone podcast, you knew everything there was about each of the characters. In this point in the Plaguestone podcast, you knew everything there was to know about the characters because, well, it's a shorter podcast. And one thing that was happening in this podcast is that people were spending a lot more time kind of hiding and developing their characters because they're thinking, oh my god, I got to spread this out over levels 1 through 20. So they were being very coy and very secretive with their backgrounds. But you know what? I told them to stop, that let's just accelerate it. We'll go at the same pace that we saw in Plaguestone and move it forward. And don't worry about like your character developing, quote, too fast. I'll make sure there's always new and exciting ways for your character to move forward and develop. So this is the week that you're going to find out a ton of secrets. You're going to find out what the heck happened in that fight, what's going on with Ateran, what's going on with Hap, what's going on with Darius, what the heck was that tattoo, and, well, Alhara not quite as much. But she also has a backstory that is going to be tied probably more in the next book. Her information is going to show up. She has a more complex backstory that is going to be heavily looked at next book. But right now, we're kind of planting the seeds, so to speak, for the other 3 PCs and what's going on with them. And you're going to find out a lot. There's a lot of talking that goes on. And here's the best part, is the characters themselves, the players themselves, they don't even know what's going on. Not only do they not know what's going on with each other, but they don't even know what's going on with each of them. Hap did not even know, and Lauren did not even know that she was fireproof. She didn't know that. That was completely in the moment. Darius had no idea what the tattoo was going to do. And a few other things with Ateran that you're going to find out this episode. That I did work with him on to make sure that we're all in alignment. So I think you're going to find this episode really interesting. It is sort of the follow-up to last week's episode, where last week's episode was life and death, and a lot of things were uncovered, and then this is the episode where everyone talks about what was uncovered and what it means going forward. And one thing I also want to mention, and I mentioned it many times before, is always mix your dungeon crawling with large character development moments. It really helps with the pacing, and here's another example. We could have just kept going and killing more and more things, but you want to give the characters a breather, especially if they have a fight where new things are developed, so they can talk it out and explain to each other what just happened and even try to figure it out for themselves. So, a few show notes. First of all, do be on the lookout for our new Agents of Edgewatch podcast coming in a few weeks. We started recording it. It is awesome. If any of you are trying to run Agents of Edgewatch, it is a very interesting yet incredibly complex adventure, since you are basically playing good guys and Pathfinder and adventuring really do not mix. I've tried it many, many times in the past. It never goes well, but I think we finally got it just right, between the fact that we've tried this so many times in the past and the adventure so well written, and I have a means to facilitate gear and gold being given out without them resorting to killing every single thing in sight. I think this is going to be the nut that is cracked. Also, don't forget to check out the Patreon. As I said, we're going to be adding some cool new things. Just go to patreon.rollforcombat.com, looking into those, adding some cool new collectibles. Otherwise, for $10, you can listen to any episode you want live. And actually, the Patreons have been helping me out now when we're recording the episodes live. I'm even giving them little jobs to help us while we're playing. So if you want to actually be part of the crew, just check it out. $10, and we record usually twice a week. So check that out. And for $5, you can get all the episodes early. And there's other levels as well if you even want to play with us or hang out with us or, do a million other things. But with that, let's get to this week's very exciting and illuminating episode. So, what did happen last week? I can't even remember. It was such a blur, but I do remember that it was beyond exciting. It's one of those rare times when you play the game and that you literally have no idea. Everyone who was playing had no idea what was going to happen next, and it could have gone either way because Darius was 3 hit points away from certain death, like death as in never coming back again.
Yeah.
Alhara was right behind him. The room was on fire. You had this insane demon that was pretty much half alive. You had Hap deciding which animal to summon next. You had Ateran out of spells. So
Well, and Hap had that clutch heal that healed everybody. That I mean,
For like
we
3
would have
hit
been
points.
goners. Yeah, but it brought us back up. We would have been goners otherwise.
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Alhara Varys, the amazingly agile Alhara, a half-elf gymnast swashbuckler.
It was a life or death situation. It was literally
Truth.
This action decides who lives and dies.
Lauren Sig is playing Hap, the Starlight Sparrow, a human fire elementalist sorcerer.
But I know you were a little worried about doing that because it did heal the demon 3 hit points as well. And, maybe it's not worth bringing 2 people back from the dead to heal that demon 3 hit points. You might want to be careful about that next time.
I wasn't worried about healing
was
the demon.
totally
I
worth
was
it.
worried about not dealing enough damage to the demon so that he gets another attack in. That's what I was worried about.
No, it was the right move because that brought Darius and I both back into the fight, and Darius came through with that clutch critical to
No, I
finish the
agree.
fight up.
That's why I did it.
Yeah, totally
Yes, sir.
normal critical,
Well-
totally normal strength.
Rob Pontius is playing Ateran, Uncanny Ateran's cauldron of curious concoctions, a human witch of curses.
And then, well, that's the thing. So he does it, and he's like glowing red for some reason, and starting to go nuts. And like the fight should be over, but he's still just pounding the snot out of the body of this demon, the corpse at this point of this demon, into paste. With his bare hands, which are glowing red, by the way, did I mention that? And we're all trying to get out of this room that is like on the verge of catching in from like, ooh, there's some smoke and some smoldering to a full-fledged inferno. And we almost didn't get him out of there alive. In fact, Alhara had to jump kick him over the head and knock his ass out and help drag him out of the room with Hap to like save his ass. It's
about right.
It was intense. We still haven't had a chance to talk to Darius about what the heck that was.
Nope.
So that was just us more or less talking in and out of character. So back to the actual game itself. You managed to drag Darius back outside. You're in this little cabin, this little shack, and it's pretty easy to barricade because there's a huge wheelbarrow there and these doors open inward anyhow. So you could definitely make it so that no one can get in. And this is probably the perfect place to be because, well, you're outside of the Hermitage. You're fairly well protected. It's kind of late. It's like usually, I think it's like 10:30, 11 or so.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It's about nighttime anyhow. And Darius is semi-unconscious. Hap just used prestidigitation to get rid of all the smoke. Darius is coming to, and what do you guys do? You didn't go to sleep yet. We were talking about it, but probably want to talk a little bit before you go to bed. Or just go to sleep and just pretend nothing happened. Whatever you guys want.
No, we need to talk about this.
And Ateran had soothed Darius.
Right.
As Darius is waking up from this magical healing, Alhara is in the middle of pulling out all of the supplies from the healer's kit and sort of sees the glow of energy around Darius's body, knowing that he's going to be coming conscious any moment, and her muscles tense up as she looks over, not sure what state her brother's going to be in. She takes a careful step closer to him, still holding bandages and salve, and looks down at his now conscious form tentatively. Brother?
Alhara. I'm okay. Is everyone okay?
Rob Tremarco is playing Darius Varys, Darius's Daring Destructions, a half-elf monk of the mountain style.
Well, we all lived somehow. What happened to you in there? Is that like a technique that you learned? Or
No, I did not. That was not my doing. That was not, well, maybe it was, but it's not something I was taught. It just happened. And Darius is like, his eyes are tearing up. It's extremely traumatic for him to have done this. He looks at his wrist, and is that scar / red mark still there, Stephen, or no?
No, you can't
Okay.
see it.
He looks at his wrist, and he's like, I had some sort of vision or dream while I was sleeping a few nights ago, and when I woke up, there was this scar, or this. It was more than a scar. It was like a tattoo almost. Was it a letter N? And the creature or the thing that spoke to me wanted me to. It liked my power. It liked my way of fighting or something. It told me it would give me power to do more, and I refused it when I first heard it. But it put the mark on me, and after that, there were maybe a couple of other things that we did, fighting other creatures during this whole insanity, where I felt the pain on my wrist like it wanted to be released. Well, in that moment, in that fire, we're all in danger. So I gave myself to it in the hopes it could save us, and I guess it did. Look, I am not a monster. I'm tall and strong, but I don't use those attributes to dominate like so many others who have them do.
Darius, we know that
Listen,
wasn't you.
If I am coming towards you, it's because I am coming to help you and support you, not to crush you and stomp you down. If people see me in a crowd, I'm not using my physicality like a monster wields a weapon. I use my physicality as a beacon to stand out for those who are lost. That is who I am. I was not the thing that kept on punching that corpse, but I remember doing all of it. I chose to do all of it. The feeling inside me was that of need, and it was pleasurable, and I feel sick over it. I don't know what that is. I was going to speak to you, Ateran, after all of this was over, but I guess it the events that took place took precedence.
It is important to note that evil entities and demons and the like, they do not offer power to malign people. They offer to good people to corrupt them.
Is that what this is? Some sort of demonic force like these druids?
That's what I was just thinking. What
That
if...
was my natural inclination, but I don't know.
How do you remove it? What must I do? He's like desperate, and tears
doesn't
are coming
look-
from his eyes. I would not want this.
It
I mean,
doesn't
it
look
helped
like
us.
you have a mark anymore.
Maybe it's
It
just
is
hidden. Maybe when it
gone.
wants to come out, it shows up. I don't know how this works.
Well, while you were denying it, it had no power over you, right?
It tried, but I
But
could stamp it
but-
down.
Yeah, maybe you just deny it?
Steven, because Darius mentioned like an N symbol and the red energy, can I draw anything from that?
Oh, yeah, now that we're talking about it, I want to make the related check.
What's you have to tell me.
Well,
I'm
I
not
don't know
gonna-
if it's an arcane situation or divine or what.
What are you trying to check?
What information, what could do such a thing?
What creature,
kind of creature
or,
could do
or
it?
force?
Yeah. Ateran's leaning towards some sort of religious, demonic, spiritual entity.
And I'm leaning more towards like some type of creature.
Hat doesn't have enough information to know,
Okay.
but it's probably not a creature. This is way above your pay grades for both of you. I mean, the only thing you can think of that might do something of this effect would be either extremely powerful magical entity or god or demigod. This doesn't just happen. It's not something you can just naturally get. And the way he describes it, it's something that's extraordinarily powerful that did this.
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what could do this.
When did you first feel this, or hear it, or
During
experience it?
a dream a few nights ago. I don't... Stephen, do I remember? I forgot after which event of the game it happened.
Actually, Vanessa knows.
Vanessa knows.
I do.
It was
it's on the map.
3 days ago.
It's on my calendar, yeah.
Yes, because today is Moon Day, and it happened on whatever the Friday is. So, it happened on today's Tolls Day, and it happened on Star Day. So it was 3 days ago when you woke up.
It was about 3 days ago.
Oh no, 4 days ago.
4 days ago.
What's today?
I don't know.
Today is going to be the 1st of Gozran. Well, actually, we haven't gone to sleep yet, so it's
Oh,
the
okay,
night of the
so
31st
that's 3
of
days,
Rast.
It was a few days ago. I don't know what does this. I don't worship gods. I don't supplicate myself to gain power. I train myself. I have others and mentors train me.
That does not mean they do not have attention to you.
That it was no good force, I will tell you that, as you could see. I was mad.
But you did not hurt us, if that is your concern.
It is my concern.
You did not.
Maybe that time we were lucky.
Your rage was very focused upon the demon, understandably
This time.
It was dead.
I agree,
Who knows
this is
how long
worrying.
before I turn on friends? I would never consciously want to do that.
Don't do it again.
Let's hope not. Let's hope I don't. If this symbol comes
I
back,
mean-
I will tell you.
Don't you will? You promise? You didn't tell us last time.
I
No,
didn't
There's
do
no
anything.
symbol to examine now. It's just
I didn't
it's
know
just
it
an
would
N.
disappear. I
That's all
don't
we
know how this works.
so. It is a temptation of power.
None
It
of us,
offered you something and wanted you to use it.
none
I
of us
did.
know how any of this works. That's why we talk about it and figure it out together.
I didn't think
It's
it would do
likely
this.
it will try to give you more power now, tempt you to use it again.
Why didn't you tell us when this happened?
Because we were busy.
We're always busy, but we're not
No,
too busy
fighting.
for each other.
I'm not going to tell you in the midst of some sort of method fight. Oh, hey, look at the scar in my hand. That's
Did
all
you
I thought
know
it
of
was.
When we talked of Hap,
It was after or soon after.
You could have told us over a bowl of bacon. We've had plenty of times where we've
Well,
eaten bacon together.
those days are behind us now. It is
That's
not
true.
worth focusing on that. We should focus on days ahead.
Okay, that's
I
true.
promised
So
to tell you. I didn't know
better.
what this was. I thought this was me having a nightmare.
Could you draw what the symbol looked like?
Yes. And I
Oh, that's a good idea.
I draw what I remember seeing. And on my hand, like on my wrist, I'll draw it like with, like chalk or dirt.
Here's some poop. Use this.
No,
ew.
I don't use that as a medium.
Well, again, it looks like an N, a stylized N, but an N, and you're gonna have to probably need more time or talk to other experts.
What gods or
Or-
entities start with a letter N that we know of?
Can I think of any particular gods that start with an N that might be?
You can use your real world knowledge.
Yeah,
if
just
you
open up
want.
the wiki and go from there.
Norgriber?
What is Norgriber?
Isn't he like a murder god, like an assassin
Well,
or
that
a
makes
secret
sense.
god or something?
If he's a murder god, that's what I was clearly into when it happened.
I just remember back at the Dusklight Menagerie having people joking about not being able to find a journal or some records, and Norgriber stole it, and someone would get injured or almost killed, and Norgriber tried to kill him. And I don't know much about him, but that's the only N deity I know of.
But why would this be latched on to Darius?
That's the only one
I
I
have
can
no
think of
idea.
offhand.
He's the kindest, sweetest man I've ever met in my life.
Oh, there is the
what
god of
demon
magic,
would be interested?
Nethys, but I doubt that is the one here. There could be a demonic or devil. Devils often offer things for you. Unfortunately, I do not think we were going to be able to determine it tonight.
Well,
But-
if it's the devil, we'll say no to the devil.
Yes.
Which one?
Look, if the devil shows up, I will shout at the devil. Hey, get out of here. I'm going to shout at the devil.
Unfortunately, if we were in a situation like just occurred, would you be willing to say no for our sake?
Yes, I would be willing to say no.
But
I
would
felt
you be?
Please
When
know I give you all welcome to do so. It is better that I should be hurt than you should accept something that would upset you. Do you
Look.
understand? I would forgive you for such.
I understand you would, and you are very good for saying that, but I guess the circumstances were so dire. I was looking for anything to get us out of there and finish it.
Emotions are powerful motivators.
I fear
is
that
part
there's
of the
dire
base.
I had
circumstances
gone-
ahead.
I had gone unconscious twice at that point. I'm not 100% thinking correctly.
I apologize, I could not heal more efficiently.
It's not your fault. You were fighting two of those things that took us out in the church.
I fear
Let's
there'll
get some
be.
sleep. This has been a very big and stressful day.
Yeah, we should definitely rest. Bandage up a few times.
Did any of you notice the dagger I created?
Yes, it's a great spell. You should use that more often.
It is a spiritual weapon representative of a deity or power. The power that grants me my abilities. And it is clearly an indication of Nauticula, who is a redeemed succubus. You should know this.
Hot.
What?
Yes, I was surprised myself.
Aren't they like the sex devils or something?
Yes.
You get your power from a sex devil?
That's
It is said
something.
she is seeking a form of redemption, and that is something she partially represents, as well as darkness and artists, midnight specifically. So, considering our earlier conversation, Alhara, and redemption, I am surprised but not displeased. I figured I should bring this up now, considering we are talking about divine entities influencing us. Clearly, I have one. And Ateran will look at Chila Ghosh, the midnight black raven, on their shoulder and just stare at it a brief moment and then look back at the rest of you.
Must be nice that the world is delivering you some answers.
It is nice to know at least where the power is coming from for the first time in years.
I'm
Yes.
starting to agree with Darius that the gods don't care about us and we have to look out for ourselves.
It is likely that Nauticula saved me from my own home, so someone cares, and that is assuring.
Well, I'm glad your powers are coming from someone who values redemption. That puts my mind at ease, at least somewhat.
Exiles as well, which would be applicable for me.
That's true. That does seem to fit.
Mm,
Do you have anything we can read up on about her?
No,
Sacred
and
text or a scroll or a
I might have to go look.
dirty book or something?
Where
Okay.
did you learn about her?
I had learned different things from some of the sailors I traveled with after I fled Nidal. And a few other things coming into the Isle here. But I've tried to learn a smattering of all the other religions. They are not really talked about in Nidal. All is on Kuthan and nothing else.
What do you think of the gods then? Do they care about us?
Yes, Zonkuthon saved an entire country of people. Of course, he made them worship him in sadistic ways, favoring pain and torment, but survival is key there. They lived. They survived the fall of the Starstone. The entire country did. It's now covered in darkness, and it has corrupted many people, but he cared enough to help. Evil entities might offer power and assistance, but they are still evil.
But do you think, like, any of the gods care about us here in this shed bleeding all over the place?
Yes, I believe Gosra does. And it would seem Nauticula does too, so I am thankful for that. I am not much of a praying sort, but I will give my thanks in my way. That would also explain how I could prevent death in the church.
I thought I'd try being a praying sort, but I don't really know that it's helped me very much. I guess these things take time.
Sorcery is even more complicated. It could be a strange gift, something in your blood, something that happened to you when you were conceived. There's a great many possibilities, unfortunately.
Well, Dad says I have fire in the blood, so...
Clearly, you didn't even get burned in the library.
Yeah, that was a neat
Yeah.
trick.
Yep. That's a trick I've been working on. It was definitely intentional.
It's definitely something, an expression of your power.
Yeah. Weird, huh?
A lot of weird things happened to us today, didn't they?
Weird and very useful. Yes, it's strange series of events, I would say. And I have talked about it to Alhara, but I would apologize for my actions against that druidess. I was certainly concerned about some of your actions, but also truly somewhat scared by her and what she did to me mentally. I have experienced a fair amount of torture and not physical, but emotional abuse and what is the word? Toyed with, neglect, used by the druids I grew up with. So I clearly acted too rashly, and I apologize.
I did not know that you were raised by druids like this. And it's
They are
understandable.
worse. The shades of the Uskwood are sickly, albino, worshipping Zonkuthon. They favor strange, darker aspects of nature. Those who trespass in the Uskwood are often... they beg for death. Have you heard of the bone baskets?
No.
The what?
It is gruesome. I should not discuss, but I have
Yeah,
heard
don't.
their wailing, and some people would rather die.
Hey, Darius, don't get up. I'm gonna go see if you have any bacon left in your bag.
Yes, there is some.
Ateran frowns,
thanks.
feeling like they said too much now.
At that, Alhara's gonna sort of slowly make her way over to Ateran in the back, and for a moment she reaches to like put a hand on their shoulder, and then withdraws it, and just settles with giving them sort of a reassuring smile.
Thank you.
I'm gonna sit down next to Darius now. Hey, there were only 2 pieces left, but
All
you can have
yours.
this one.
No, you can.
No. You earned it.
Oh, thank you.
And I'll sit down with you and I'll share a moment of bacon.
I would also note if there's some malign or evil entity trying to reach out to Darius, there are likely good ones too. Not that you must be beholden to any god or angel or anything, but good to keep in mind. Not all would ask your dedicated service, for
I
you do good works.
would rather face these things and these challenges on my own. If it was my time, this is my time. I was desperate, and I guess whatever that thing offered me, I took it because I was trying to protect the rest of you. But I don't know what the price would be in the future, or if I were to do it again, or what services I must perform to stay in the favor of such a malignant force, brutal force.
There's always Kurgus. And Alhara flexes a bicep and then twists her wrist to show it off.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna go
dwarf your
outside for
muscle
a
with
minute.
mine. I didn't do this with Kurgus.
But
Okay.
just think how far you'd get.
This makes me think of pest dealers or opium smugglers. The first use is free, and then each additional will cost you
That's
something.
possibly correct. I have no idea. Perhaps if I fall asleep, it will appear to me and laugh.
Well, we should probably, speaking of sleep, we should probably get some rest. Let me check everyone's dressings on their wounds, and let's get
I
some
am
sleep.
Fine, but thank you.
Okay.
I'll
I
be
wanna-
back in a minute. I need to go use the little girl's room.
Sure.
And I'm gonna go outside. And then after I shut the door, I'm just gonna sit on the cliffside and watch the stars and the waves. Contemplate life and the meaning of existence. You know that stuff.
As they're making their preparations to go to sleep, Alhara pulls her bedroll over near Ateran's, and as the lamplight grows dimmer, she turns to them, sort of gives them a coy smile, and says, "So Nocticula, sex fiend, huh?" And we black out.
That's good.
Ateran grins slightly and shakes their head. Would Hap be inside yet?
No.
Then Ateran will quietly excuse themselves outside and slowly approach Hap, and a few paces back say, "Do you mind if I join you?"
Oh, please do. It's beautiful out here tonight.
I do think it's important that I see midnight this evening, considering it seems the patron of my power favors midnight.
I don't want to hear about your sex demon.
She is said to be quite beautiful and quite talented.
The last time we saw the ocean, I think we were on our way to this quiet little town, and we didn't have time to stop and really appreciate it. But, this is really pretty nice. I really could get used to this.
It is one thing I found I did like of Nadal, although I was quite surprised at the amount of light that could be blinding once leaving the country. But without much light on the countryside, the stars were always quite bright, especially if you found the right place outside of the Uskwood. It was so dense, the foliage.
I don't want to hear about the Uskwood either.
I will not speak of the negative things, no.
But you can speak of something. Do you know much about the stars? Can you point out some constellations to me? I know they're up there.
Yes, I'm sure I could.
And then I'm just going to spend the evening just talking about nice stuff with Ateran, and then after like half an hour, 45 minutes, I'll go back in and get ready for bed.
That's fair. I'm trying to think if there's one specifically that Ateran would point out. Maybe the twins, the owl, the dancer.
Sounds lovely.
And they'd make sure you get back in safely, so you're not out here alone.
Of course, of course.
Okay. So lots of together time. Lots of after-school special. So I would say you wind down for the evening. As I said before, you can fully heal yourselves up. I won't make you do like a million rolls. And if you have enough time and effort, you can heal yourselves up. Eventually, Darius makes some heal checks, I'll just say. And he does it because, it's Darius. Eventually, he'll have to become legendary in healing and then, only make it 50%.
I will become master in a couple of levels, I think.
Master of healing. At this rate, you're going to need it. So, you secure the door. You hear sort of the mist and just the sound of seagulls outside, but nothing is chasing after you. You would think, after burning down half the hermitage, that people would be out and about, but who knows? Something strange is going on in that hermitage. That people aren't actively seeking you out after all of that. But then again, the place was demon infested, so who knows? So you all have a pretty good night's sleep, except for Darius.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Hey!
As Darius falls asleep. He has a dream, but unlike the last dream, this one is soothing. This one makes him feel warm, comfortable, natured, almost like he's in a warm cocoon. And after the horrors that he just experienced in coming near death so many times, this is the best he's felt in ages. He feels loved. He feels like he's in a warm embrace. And then he realizes that he actually is someone who's actually cradling him, holding him. He's not sure who or what, but it feels wonderful. And then he hears a soft voice, a woman's voice, say to him, "Darius, my love, don't turn away from the power. I promise you, it can be used for good. Darius, my boy, don't be tempted by the evil. You're strong enough to use it for good. I know this of you." And with that, your eyes go into focus, and you finally look at the woman who's holding you, and you say, "Mother?" And then you wake up.
Is it the morning or is it the middle of the night?
It's morning. You're like the first one awake, but you don't scream waking. It's
Right.
like a gentle, nice
Just I
waking.
come to consciousness. Got it.
Mhm. And you feel really good, and you feel like you had a great night's sleep. You still have those scars, but other than that, you feel really
right.
fit and fiddle.
I look at my wrist. Is the symbol isn't back, right?
No, the symbol's not.
I'm gonna check it literally every 10 minutes.
You,
I'll get up
You can
and,
keep looking. Yeah.
just because I'm nervous about it, I will get up, and go outside and listen and look and maybe eat something really quick and,
Sure.
you know.
No, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Before you had sort of a sense when it was there. I'll tell you that it's like you didn't really realize it, but now that it's gone, you kind of can feel its absence. Like before, you almost were unconscious of it. So although you can check, like you're
Right.
continuously checking it, but you have a feeling that if it ever comes back, you're going to know right away.
Right.
And with that, everyone else can start waking up as it's morning.
No, Hap's sleeping heavy tonight. You're gonna have a hard time waking her up.
So let me know when you're ready to do things, because I have a few things that people might want to work on. Because first of all, you got that cloak, and that cloak is not nothing, that coyote cloak.
And that trident.
And the trident. And someone can wear that cloak, and it just has to be invested. So you might want to put on that coyote cloak. It'll give someone some free survival. So it's not bad.
Well, it gives a bonus to survival checks, right?
Yeah, it's a coyote cloak. It's you have to invest in it, but you guys don't need to worry about that. You get +1 to your survival checks. And if you subsist, you can feed twice as many additional creatures.
Ooh.
So if you go foraging, instead of 4 berries, you find 8 berries.
All right, cool.
You can also revisit the magic items and the scrolls if you wish. I will say in the morning.
Ateran does want to look at that trident.
Trident. Let's look at the trident.
He's seriously hoping that Hap was joking about
There.
it possibly cooking fish. There, yes.
Oh, this time they figured out. They're
Yay.
like, oh, wow, this thing is pretty cool.
+2 fish cooked.
Ooh.
So Ateran would explain that it's slightly enchanted, the base level enhancements, but also you can extend it or shorten it as necessary. If you extend it, you'll have to use both hands, but at least you can reach a little further with it. Kind of a shrinking, growing trident.
Oh,
It's called a fighter's fork.
that's pretty neat. It gives me a little bit more of the range I'm used to with my bow staff, huh?
It will take you a little time to change its size, but
Time, huh? How do I do that exactly?
Ateran would show you which ones, like pressing, and would even take your hand to make sure that your hand is hitting the right scales.
As Ateran grabs Alhara's hand to show her, she is not paying any attention to that. She's just looking up into their eyes.
And
Mhm.
Ateran is completely oblivious, no, you hit this scale, and then this one, and then this one.
Just push them in that order? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
It is. All right, well, that's pretty cool. Normally then, Alhara will probably walk around with this thing extended, since that's more what she's used to, and that reach is pretty darn handy.
Okay. So yeah, the fighter's fork. It's just a +1 trident, but when it's short, you can throw it, and when it's long, you can reach with it.
I think it's pretty cool, because if it's long, it's nice, it's got the reach. But if I wanted to throw it, I could always push the button to shorten it and then huck it at somebody, so that's not bad.
Indeed. Yeah, you can't throw it if it's extended.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 different tridents in the game, and this is 2 in 1. That's what makes it actually really cool.
Nice. Versatility. Do we have anything else that's magic?
No, the only other thing you have, which is Hap's 3 scrolls. She didn't know what they were because she failed all 3 checks.
I think we identified the shaft, but I didn't put it on the sheet.
That was a climbing bolt.
Thank you.
That lets you basically magically climb things. It's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, the insta-grapple, hook thing and everything.
Yeah. So what you gonna do?
Darius will go to Alhara while she's practicing with the trident. I did have a dream last night,
Oh, you did? What was it?
but it was of our mother.
You dreamt of Mom? What?
And
What about Mom?
she spoke to me of this power and said I'm strong enough to wield it for good. I don't know. I have very few memories of our mother. I was very young when we all left together with father.
I do not know my mother. Are they memories good?
Yes, I guess. They're very distant. I remember her face, sort of, but she was holding me in the dream as if I was a child. I guess I was, and telling me that I'm strong enough to wield this for good. I am only assuming. I don't know what to assume. Is that the force tricking me into using it more? What does this mean?
Was your mother an adventurer of some sort, or
No.
She was not a good person.
That's all I know.
Oh.
She wasn't.
I mean,
had to
Dad
leave.
doesn't like her.
We had to leave because of something she had done. So I don't know.
I am sorry. I did not know.
Look, if whatever this force is coming to you as mom to try to trick you, it certainly doesn't know our family's history or anything.
I don't know. I don't like it at all.
Well, what did she look like? What did she say? What did she do?
It was a feeling and a voice. I didn't see her face. I felt safe, but I don't know what that means. I feel safe most of the time, but this felt like I was being held like a child. Maybe it's something that happened in the past that I was remembering. Maybe she said these things to me. Maybe our mother had something to do with this. Like, as he's realizing it, he's starting to get a little mad.
Mm-hmm. Do you think after all these years she's found us and decided to just mess with you?
I don't know. I was remembering the time when this power was granted to me as a child. I don't know what this is.
And if she does, why did she go to you and not me? Why would...
I don't know. What is the difference? I don't know.
Nothing, probably. You're older, I guess. I don't know.
She was holding me as if I was a baby. You were not born yet. During whatever dream, memory, whatever you want to call this was.
Well, when we left, I was quite young. I've changed a lot since then, so maybe she wouldn't recognize me anyway. But still, if she's coming back and messing around, then I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know.
Would your father know?
He would have the only explanation I would think he would know. I don't know. But if he's working for the circus still, we would maybe see him if the Dusklight Menagerie comes to town.
Maybe we should go pay them a visit.
My further confrontation with that circus seems inevitable. And that clown.
Yeah, F that clown.
All right. Well, maybe once we finish our business here, we'll start heading toward the city and see if we can talk to Father.
We'll at least send those letters that we wrote.
How many scrolls of heal do you have left?
I'm still sleeping. Leave me alone.
Oh,
Hap, wake up.
No.
We gotta go beat up some druids today. Come on. You gotta burn things down.
I don't want to burn things down. I want to
Really?
sleep.
Because it seems like you do want to burn things down most of the time.
What is it? Dawn?
No, it's at least an hour after dawn.
yes.
Oh, wow. So much better.
I know, I haven't even done my morning exercises. Look, you find a way to wake up. I don't have any tar bean tea to give you, but I'm going to go outside, do a little calisthenics, and then we're all going to go into this hermitage
Did someone
and
at
beat up
least
some
make
druids together.
breakfast?
Why is it that people of your culture so often, those that have not yet seen 2 decades, need to sleep so long in the morning?
Why is it that you talk so much?
I'm counting yesterday's fights as this morning's workout.
You can count it however you want, but this is what I do to honor my deity. You apparently get all red and angry.
Ateran, go make
Kidding.
breakfast.
I am happy to make you some food. What would you like?
Breakfast, I don't know.
Gruel and rations. Done.
Mhm.
They'll heat up some gruel, and they will get out some rations.
Okay.
Perhaps.
So I think you have 2 potions left, right? You have 2 scrolls left. Each,
Yes.
I
Yep.
believe. Okay.
Yep.
So each of you have 2 scrolls of heal left, which is pretty good. I should be
Yeah.
okay with
Yeah,
that.
it's not terrible.
It's not terrible. So are you changing any of your spells, Ateran?
No, I looked them over, but Ateran's going to prepare the same
Alright.
things.
I'm gonna change all of my spells to summon animal. I
You got
only
it.
have summon animal.
You got
Squirrel girl appears.
Oh my
it.
gosh.
Squirrel. That will never get old.
I mean, maybe if we were fighting Thanos, that'd be good.
You know, the funny thing is, you could have summoned Wasp Swarm, which is pretty much the thing that almost killed you, and that was an odd possibility. And that
Yeah,
thing
but that's
would have been,
traumatic.
that would have been
That's on the list. I didn't see that on the
fantastic.
list.
That would have been fantastic because that would have hit both of them at the same time. It would have done 4 attacks around, but nope.
Watch
next
Swarm is
time.
on the list.
Squirrels are hilarious.
I'm actually looking at the list. It was
Bee Swarm, maybe?
Bee Swarm. Bee Swarm.
Next
Yep,
time.
we
Next
can
time.
move on
next
now.
Time.
This has been this dead horse has been thoroughly beat.
Ateran would chant Fiend and touch the new trident, so it would glow for Alhara. And then Ateran would take out the ever-burning torch and unwrap the cloth around the top of it, so the luminous, not burning top would shine.
All right. So last but not least,
Alright.
do you want to try to identify these scrolls or not even bother? It's up to you.
Gotta try. Gotta try.
All right, let's do it.
Might as well.
As long as I have breakfast, I'll do it.
You have fine gruel and hard tack.
I never heard players so reluctant to get free magic items before.
I'm not reluctant to. It's just, I have to play the character.
I am
And-
constantly available to get scrolls. My familiar is very hungry.
And remember, you might be making a joke. It's just gruel. I got prestidigitation. This can taste delicious for me.
You won't taste anything I put in it then.
Tastes like tasty wheat.
You didn't put anything in it, and you ain't got the guts.
Literally, Ateran has tons of guts of different creatures.
Mm-hmm.
This is so gross.
This is so gross. All right. So you are using primal, which is nature, correct?
Yes. I also have arcane if they are arcane scrolls, though.
They are not
I
arcane.
think they were only primal.
Well, no, wait. Whoa, no. They're not just primal, but she's an arcane caster.
That's right. But nature's better for me, though, so.
Yeah, you're an occult and
I'm
primal
a cult and
caster.
primal, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really... Yeah, that's fine.
We don't have any arcane casters yet.
Just wait till I die at Steven's mean GM hands.
I will have all the classes.
I mean, I know you're not doing it on purpose, but when you kill Alhara, I will still think that you're so mean.
Haven't died yet.
Haven't died yet.
I could get animate dead.
I think
Darius
Darius has done the best job of getting close without actually dying, though.
Yeah, dying 2
My
with
work
like
is
2
done.
hit points.
My work is done. I have said this many times. I'm not a killer GM. I am a near-death, many, many, many times GM, which is way harder to do if you think about it. Bringing you to the brink of death
very
and not killing you takes a lot of effort, and I'm very good at it. And people don't die; they just get emotionally scarred. It's almost as if I'm playing Call of Cthulhu with myself. I'm trying to make you all insane.
Yeah, but you're only good at it until someone dies, is the problem.
Hasn't happened yet.
Well, there's still time. And I'm confident that one of us will be making a new character soon.
All right, let's head back in.
Hold on, we're
Prove
not
me
done.
wrong.
Fulfilling
We're not
prophecy.
done.
What?
We're not done.
What?
Hold on. Hap looks at the scrolls once again. She's having a very hard time knowing what 2 of them say.
I'm still sleepy.
She's too sleepy. She can't quite concentrate, but one of them she figures out.
Is it personal rain cloud?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that image is purty.
So, I think this summons like a rain cloud, and it like follows somebody and it just dumps water on them. It's constantly keeping them wet. I like this one. Who writes these things?
Druids.
I mean, I'm sure that'll be useful if we're really dry sometime.
Could it be useful if someone is on fire?
Maybe. I'll try not to set you on fire. I haven't done it yet.
The yet scares me.
I mean,
This spell is hilarious.
I've learned to control my fire a little bit better now, and I no longer accidentally burn people. It happened a lot when I was younger, but Dad helped me get that under control.
That is very good.
But I have a graphic as well, which you're going to find incredibly
Ooh.
funny.
Oh, there's that image of what Hap is turning into.
Wait, what?
Yeah. She's turning into that Smiler.
Oh no, Smiler.
Smiler. We all eat flesh down here.
Gross.
Yeah. Gross.
So adventuring?
Now I can use my once per day summon succubus as well.
Wait, what? Where was that spell last night?
Maybe he cast it and you didn't know.
Can we not go down that road?
All right. So Hap deciphers the scroll, and it is personal
Aw.
rain cloud. It allows you to
Yeah.
cast a 5-foot wide rain cloud that follows the target wherever they go. And yeah, that's what it kind of does. And the person also gets fire resistance too. But if they have a weakness to water, then they instead take damage equal to their weakness. So, might be good if you get a fire elemental or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
You never know. Never know. The other 2 scrolls you still don't know. And then finally, is anyone doing anything with the coyote cloak? Otherwise, I'm throwing it back into the bin.
Who has the
Someone
best
just
wisdom?
wear it.
Ateran would encourage Alhara or Darius to wear it since they're often scouting, or to Ateran, they're the wiser people in the party.
Well, I mean, who actually has the best wisdom is the question.
Alhara's got wisdom of 10.
I have 14.
I think mine is 14. All right, so let's just give it to Darius. He looks good with cloaks anyway.
I don't know if I should. Can I wear 2 cloaks?
Oh, you have. Oh, if you already have
Not
a
really.
cloak,
Yeah. She likes coyotes.
Don't you like animals? Legitimately.
I'll wear.
animals.
I'll wear it like a sash. Now my
Okay,
survival is
I got
3.
it on yours. Your survival
Nice.
is 3 now. You went from
Ooh.
a 2 to a 3, a 50% increase.
Oh.
That's true. That's true.
Ooh.
Big math.
Yeah. Marketing graphs. Oh,
Okay.
50% increase. It's great.
All right, you wake up. Everyone feels good. Hap's wearing her new cloak. She invested her time and energy and magic into it. Darius feels great. He's got some scars. Ateran's got a whole bunch of new spells. Alhara's itching and ready to go in and do some adventuring. So
Mhm.
go adventuring.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Adventuring we will go. Adventuring we will go.
So I guess we have to go back in there, huh?
Adventuring
Going back
we
in.
will go. Going back in. Smells a little bit of smoke and soot.
Let's go check out that burned room and see if anything survived.
Yeah. Go check out that room of doom and gloom and library-esque things that's now gone.
Is the whole justice room is burned and that's it? Didn't
You go
spread
back
to the
to the
bedrooms?
library. It did not. It did not. Well, this whole place is made of stone, and
Oh,
it
right,
looks
yeah.
like it was pretty much kept in this room because this is all wood and books, and it doesn't look like there was a lot of oxygen in here, but yeah, it was pretty much kept in here. So let's see. Well, the library must have once been magnificent. You remember seeing tall wooden bookcases filled with books, but almost all of them were pulled over on the floor, and everything else was like toppled and shattered, and there was paper and parchment all over the place, and it's all just burnt to smithereens. It was a quick fire because although the wood and the parchment burnt, it kind of kept to this area. It's not like there was anything to really spread. And the doorways were small, and it's a very large, compact room. So you're okay. And you do see the 2 bodies of the demons dead in the corner, charred. Maybe they make good eating. Who knows, Darius? Give it a
Ew.
try.
No.
Gross. Once into the library, Ateran would gesture towards the ceiling and chant, "Ha Michelet! Ha Michelet!" and cast False Life, granting them 10 temporary hit
I thought your false life came out of the sky.
It does, but
Well,
Doesn't
was it
care
going to
about
come through the
ceilings.
ceiling?
doesn't have to be outside.
Came
How to
right
come-
through the ceiling.
Come
Yeah,
through doors.
coruscating black and violet energy starts flowing from above, and they pull it into their mouths.
Okay. I'll focus on the latent magic in the area.
There is no magic.
Okay.
We should start by spending some time searching these rooms, see if there's anything that survived the fire.
Yes, I had started to look above. I will look in the northern room.
Ateran goes to the northern room, and it has a simple table and a few very sturdy chairs. You see a little bit of fire damage, but these things seem to have pretty much built to last, and they're okay. Other than some smoke damage, you seem to be totally fine.
Yeah,
And-
Ateran will use the seek action and search around.
Sure. You search around. There's nothing really here. You go to the south reading room, and this looks like there was a desk here. And inside the desk, you open up the drawers, and you find supplies of paper and parchment, as well as inkwells and quills. That is all Alhara discovers as she searches around this room.
Quill. I guess Ateran will poke around and see if even like a scrap of some interesting book or something remained.
Oh, poor Ateran. They discover a battered formula book that had formulas for some elixirs, but it's burnt to a crisp.
Ateran flips through it briefly and sighs.
Could have been something useful for them, but it's gone.
I blame the demons.
Does Darius and Hap do anything other than taste that demon? Yum yum.
I was here with
No, I'm
Alhara. I'm
searching.
just helping her.
Searching, wishing, and hoping.
Wow. You guys all stink at rolls, even when I'm doing them. Except for Darius.
Yay! Roll that medicine.
Darius goes to the librarian's room, and that wall to the south, he finds a secret door. Secret.
Secret door. Secret door. Secret. Say it with me. Secret door. No? Okay. I'm excited.
Neat.
Secret door.
I'm excited.
Secret door. I open.
Secret tunnel.
Alhara. Look,
Secret
look.
tunnel.
Secret door.
Neat.
I go in.
That's where you find it. Do you press the button?
I press
Yeah.
the button.
Whoa, wait. What if it's got like a spring trap on it or something?
That will spring
Oh,
on
yeah,
me,
we
but
should-
it's secret, and I found it.
You open up the door, and it opens into a small cell that looks like any of the others in the Hermitage. But it is remarkable for the bloody corpse that stretches across the small single bed. The figure, a male human, is dressed in the gray robes of the other hermits, but also wears a gold sash decorated with a badge depicting an open book. A stack of books sits on a small bedstand. An imposing mural of Gozra that depicts the deity as a raging elemental looks down from the southern wall.
I hope this isn't the guy we were here to
Oh, no.
rescue.
Who is this?
Looks like the librarian from the symbol of the book. Explains why he wasn't mad at us for burning his library down.
How did he die? I'll do a medicine check to see how he died. Do you make it, or do I make it?
You can make it. It's funnier that way.
You are so bad at medicine checks.
I know.
Terrible this.
You can tell that
Holy crap. All right, I'm gonna make a medicine check too, just to check Darius's work. It's been
Please do.
spotty lately.
Please do.
I'm sure.
Good job, assurance.
I'm sure I found
Okay,
information that you
Don't
didn't
you
see.
have assurance in
Oh.
medicine?
Oh,
natural one. So this is what's happening. Darius
It looks like he
is
drowned.
positive. Darius is like, I think he drowned. And Alhara's like, no. It's clearly he choked on a ham sandwich because you can tell he was eating. Now, there's no sign of a ham sandwich anywhere, but I'm positive that's what happened. Ignore those puncture wounds all about his body and the copious amounts of blood on the floor. That had nothing to do with his death.
Get out of the way. I'm gonna make this medicine check.
Oh gosh. Okay,
Oh
go
my
ahead.
God.
Still bad.
14's not terrible.
Good enough that
Same
she's
as
like,
13.
She's like, I don't think it was a ham sandwich.
It was.
might
There's
have
crumbs.
Been,
There's
it might have
crumbs
been
right there.
bologna.
There are
It might have been
traces of
bologna.
provolone.
And Ateran doesn't have medicine trained because the others are so great at it.
I'm telling you, I smell bacon.
That's me.
Oh.
Anyway, he died.
Well, it was either copious amounts of blood loss from the puncture wounds, or choking, or drowning. One of those three.
He definitely died of murder. I know that. How? I don't know.
Murder most foul.
Let's search this room
Most.
and see who he can find out who he is. Check his wallet.
Okay.
Yes, can you see if anything is magical, please, Hep?
Oh,
Sure.
I just checked in the other room, but you think there might be different in here?
Like that belt, yes.
Okay. I'll pay attention to the magic in the room again.
You are in the room, and you do not detect any magic. You are completely convinced and know for a fact that this was the librarian. You find lots of books, but most importantly, you find 2 keys on this priest, as well as 2 books. One, the Manual of City Building, and the Order of Numbers.
We found him! They took him here!
Dun, 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 dun. Hey,
Aw.
you finally found them.
Now I can get a pet dog. We gotta hurry back. I want a pet dog.
All right, at the end of the day, we'll head back.
Oh yeah, the weekly dog you get. Yes.
Weekly dog's better than no dog.
You have a bear.
Can't you summon dogs?
Yeah, also you summon
Well,
them at will.
Those are dogs from the elemental plane of fire. It's not the same. They're not as cuddly.
To you there, you can cuddle fire anytime you want.
That's true. Since we're all crammed in this little tiny room like a clown car, Alhara's going to open the door if that door does indeed open.
Yeah, so the door was locked on this side, but you can
Oh.
obviously unlock it since you're, inside now.
Yeah,
Are those
let's unlock
barrels
it
or
and
chests in the bottom left?
Those are chests, and they're filled with books
Well, let's see if there are anything cool.
and clothes. You do a thorough searching, and other than 2 keys and the, books that you found, there's nothing else worthy in this
Ateran
room.
probably grabs a few books if they're of interest, but make sure the chests are shut after just to preserve them.
Sure. By the way, to unlock the door, I kind of skipped this by accident. You had to use one of the 2 keys to unlock the door.
Okay.
cool beans.
You are back in the hallway. So
All right,
there's
fun.
nothing else of interest in this room, and there's nothing else on this guy.
I guess we
Alright.
can continue routinely searching each of these rooms on the way down the hallway.
Yeah, we're going to break into everyone's bedroom.
Yes.
See if there's any more corpses.
So hop in, hasty search, detect magic, next room.
Yep.
So sure enough, yes. So before it was important when you were saying, "Oh, can we do it?" And the reason I said no is because, there was these couple of rooms, but now
Yeah.
you're starting to get the
Oh.
hang of it. You can tell that these were hermit cells, and they're all pretty much the same. Some of them have writing desks. Some of them have no writing desks and no chairs. They're all a little different. Something you do notice that's definitely very consistent is that most of them have paintings or decorations of Gozra, and all of them are torn or defaced. Books are scribbled on. Some of the chambers are stained in blood. You don't see any bodies or remnants of bodies. You do see, obviously, death and decay and destruction. And unlike the librarian's cell, which clearly depicted Gozra and was not defaced in any way, all of these other cells, it looks like something horrible has been going on because they've all been defaced. They've all been just destroyed. And and you don't see anybody though.
Huh. This is weird. One, it's called a hermitage, yet a bunch of them live on top of each other, which is definitely not hermit-like. Second, all of these defaced paintings, and there's not almost anyone here. It's like the place is empty. Which makes me a little concerned. Where did all the occupants go?
They said that the ghouls got some, yes?
Were there any fresh corpses down there?
Nope. No
They're
corpses.
just
But I
buried
remember.
dead.
They're just gone.
Maybe some of these druids left.
So up in the northwest, you do find the privies.
That explains the smell.
It's a room. It's little more than a pit whose shaft drop at a slant to open at the base of the cliff. There you go. You see branches of herbs to mask the smell. So
That's
now you know.
nice.
Now you know.
Little sage, some amaranth, maybe cinnamon.
Yeah, you keep going, and there's obviously this hermitage was huge. It can hold dozens and dozens of these priests. You go up the north wall, you see more of these rooms. So now, she stops and sees a hallway that heads north and down some stairs. In addition, there's many more rooms to the northeast and the southeast.
Looks like a few more. Should we finish checking out those
Yeah,
other
let's
rooms
just
just
real
to make
quick
sure?
just do those 6
Yeah.
rooms.
Yes, I think that is safer than a new hallway. Sure to lead to new challenges.
Yeah, looks like all empty bedrooms. Oh, and another privy.
Are they all empty bedrooms? Are they
They're all
just the same?
empty.
All
They're
right.
all empty. You spend time going through them. No magic anywhere. No bodies. Some are bloody. Some look like there was struggle. Some looks like there was fights. All of them defaced. All of them turning away from their teachings. Something really weird's going on in here.
Hey, Steve, did any of the writing desks have any kind of writing on them?
Well, yeah, a lot of them had like writings and maybe letters and stuff about Gozra and their teachings, but all of it was a lot of it either defaced or torn up. It looks like someone's been destroying these. Like every room was defaced in some unique way.
So the kind of writings that we saw and were able to make out were kind of normal writings to have been here. They weren't writings that said like, it's day 7. I can feel the hunger overtaking me. None of that crap.
No, it was like normal. It was normal writings of people, and then suddenly they were all defaced and torn to
Okay.
shreds.
Yeah, it was not
So
a gradual
Fallout
turning.
style.
No, it was not.
So Fallout style tellings of their daily life before some unknown disaster hit.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
none of that. All right, well, let's go.
Demonageddon!
Let's go down those stairs.
So is there light ahead?
There might be Oh, no, you said there's no windows.
Ooh.
Hopefully they keep the rest of the XP we need to hit level 4 here.
You open
Oh
up.
my gosh.
It opens up into a very large chamber, and it looks like this is somewhere where they kept animals. These are obviously cages with bars. There are wooden cupboards to the south, and you can see there's medicine, animal food, bandages, lots of stuff to take care of animals. And Hap immediately recognizes all this. There's bowls in the corners of these cells for drink and food. There's various habitats for different types of animals. And you can see a very large cell in front of you. There's 4 smaller cells to the west, 2 larger cells to the east, and then to the far east, you see a very large cell that seems to have a forest habitat. There's even trees there, some earth, a little bit of a lake, and then there's a door to the west. You can smell what was obviously animals in this place. You don't see any, though.
Would you require a nature check to determine, based off some of the contextual clues, what kind of animals were housed in these cages?
Sure.
Good question.
You know by looking around that each pen was dedicated to a particular type of animal, such as canines or rodents, with predators and prey kept far apart from each other. You can see inside the cells there's water bowls, food, leaves, stones, and other accoutrements to make the pens feel more like natural environments. You can tell that these were designed to care and feed and protect the animals, to bring them back to life or to help them recover and then release them back to nature. That there was nothing wicked going on in here. You can see that the pens are old and rusted, and that the cells only have simple latches rather than locks. you can tell that there was lots here. Wolves, lizards, ravens, snakes, bears, bats, all types of animals. A wide variety were kept in this location over the years.
Okay, I want to know a few more strangely specific things, but they're kind of helping me put together the scene here. Is there food in the animal bowls?
There is some food in the animal bowls, but it looks like none of it has been touched in a long time.
Okay.
Hmm.
And I'm sure you said there's bags of animal food. Is that still like mostly intact, or does it look like something's gotten into it?
A little bit of both. I mean, they're mostly intact. It looks like this place has been neglected for quite a while.
Okay.
Alhara just sort of wanders around the room since this really isn't her bag, but she's looking into each cell sort of absent-mindedly.
Yeah, I'll go look at the big cell.
You go over to the east, far east side, and that large pen resembles a forest. Trees grow from heaps of earth, sloped like a hill and covered in brush and undergrowth. A pool of water ringed with rocks fills one corner of the pen. The doors in the bar separating this pen from the main hallway is latched shut and looped with wire to keep it closed.
I'll kind of look at Alhara, and while I'm looking at her, I'll start removing the wire to open the cage door.
Is that the safest thing to do?
I don't see anyone home.
All right. Alhara will stay close and keep a look on the cage, looking for any signs of movement. Essentially using like I guess exploration mode. This would be a search action.
So what's Hap doing?
Oh, I'm just unlocking the cage.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were unlocking it to go in there.
Yeah, that is what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But the first thing I gotta do is unlock it and then open the door.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
Sounded like you said you were locking it. We're
Oh,
like,
no.
Yeah.
Unlocking it.
Roll for combat.
Okay, so as you
Yeah.
unlock the habitat in the undergrowth, way in the back, there was something hiding, waiting for this. And Alhara's like, what's that weird smoke? And as soon as Hap unlocks this door, suddenly something rushes out from behind the brush. It looks like a leopard, only this leopard is all black and smoldering. So the first thing it does, it rushes over to Hap. This one jumps forward and then tries to knock down Alhara. Tries to knock down Hap, actually. Sorry.
Oh, no. Hap, no!
Hap, no! It's not too bad. Okay, so the door goes flying open. Hap gets knocked back 5 feet onto her butt. Oof. So it's not too bad. So it was just sort of like as you're opening it, the door, this leopard like jumped out, tackled the door to push you out of the way because it obviously wants to escape. And as soon as you do that, everyone around this leopard is now engulfed in the smoke, and it's very hard to see it. And the next thing it does is that it sees everyone kind of blocking its way, and so it's just going to step up again. And it just seems to want to get out, and it's going to, unfortunately, it's going to attack Hap.
Well, I'm on my butt, so I'm prone.
Ooh, so rolls a 31
Whew.
and does 5 points of damage to you. That's all, though.
Oh,
not
okay.
bad.
Isn't that gonna
And-
crit me?
What?
Isn't that gonna crit me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, 31?
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
I'm sure.
19. Sorry, I'm totally. Yep, so it crits you. It rolls a 31, which is a crit on you since you're on the ground, too. So it's really a 33. Obviously crits you. It does 8 points of damage because it rolled really poorly. It also did 4 points of fire damage, but someone is only going to take 1 point of fire damage.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Fancy. Now, that's the funny part is that you normally don't get hit by fire that you notice, but this time you're just like, ooh, that stung a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Little bit.
Gonna need some icy hot for that.
Icy
No,
hot.
but nobody heard it. Nobody heard it. It's just scared. It's just trying to get away.
This one also rushes forward, and it's just standing there. They're trying to get out. this one is just like not attacking anyone yet. Darius is up, and Darius is next to this thing. Now, everyone within 10 feet of these has smoke, enveloping them. So these Smoldering Leopards have concealment.
Are you sure these things are safe to release into the wild?
I mean, why wouldn't they be?
Aren't they like on fire?
The druids wouldn't have kept them if they weren't trying to release them.
I'm trying not to inhale.
The druids would have released them if they wanted to release them.
Well, Darius goes, then Hap, then Ateran, then Alhar. So if you guys want to rearrange, and if people want to do checks to try to figure this out, that might either attack or make some checks or let them go again.
So is there just a radius around them of smoke?
Yep. Radius around 10 feet in all directions. So everyone's covered with this.
Based on what Hap said, Ateran's just planning to back out of the way.
Darius will lift Hap, one action, right? Or is there some other complex thing?
No, you can do it. Yeah.
And back up 10 feet with her.
Okay.
The
What,
mountain
are you
stance.
picking her up by her scruff?
Yeah, like a mama cat.
Simba!
All right, that's your whole turn. So
And
Hap
then
is
mountain
up.
stance it.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I'd like to make a nature check to learn about these creatures. And I'm going to give myself guidance for one action because I really want to know about them.
Okay. You give yourself guidance. So these are Smoldering Leopards. You have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that you actually do know about them. The bad news is that these are very uncommon creatures, and they are actually fiends. These were once regular, beautiful leopards, but have been corrupted with evil powers that are unholy and turned them into malicious, evil fiends that will, well, they could, they do not like good things. And although they might look innocent and are probably reverting back to their instinct of trying to get out of their caged environment, they will probably start attacking and trying to kill you. They're weak to good. You know they are resistant to electricity and poison. You know that obviously they are covered in smoldering smoke and also do fire damage to anyone who touches them. And if they get cornered, they can do nasty super attacks, mauling, pouncing, sneak attacking, grabbing. These things are dangerous, dangerous creatures.
I think I missed it. You said they had a weakness?
Weakness is electricity and poison.
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
Sorry. Weakness is good. Resistance is
Oh,
electricity
that's
and
right.
poison.
Okay. I caught the resistance part. Okay. Crap. Now that I can see them better, these poor cats were corrupted. They're demonic now.
So we should
Yeah,
fight
you-
them.
Yeah, you don't
I
think
have-
there's you don't think there's anything you can do for them,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I have one action left. I'll pull out my crossbow.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. No, that's it. That's my turn.
Ateran's like, uh-oh.
Ateran's going to back up. 5, 10, 15.
Run! I'll cover for you.
5, 10, 15, 20. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, so wouldn't back up that much. And once they're back there, they gesture with like a popping open fist and say, Kabit! And cast Daze at the cat straight ahead.
Oh,
Where are you, Daze? There you are.
you got days for days.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Will
huh?
saving throw DC 19.
Fails.
Alright, that is...
Does concealment also affect spells like that, though?
Spells that require a ranged touch attack. Or a range attack.
This is a save, looks like.
yeah.
Save,
Yep.
so I guess not.
Yeah, there's no attack
Right.
roll. So it's, let's see, heightened +2, so it should be 1d6 +4 damage.
Well, actually, it's not true. Concealed says a creature you're concealed from must succeed a flat DC 5 check targeting you with a attack, spell, or other effect.
Well, there you
Is it-
go.
is it an
That's pretty
attack
clear.
spell?
Yeah.
Well, it's a target. If you can target
Yeah,
the
it's targeting a
creature.
creature, not like
I
an area, for
see,
example.
I see.
So-
Wait. That's attack, comma, spell, right?
It's attack, comma, spell,
Yeah,
comma,
yeah.
or other effect.
Yeah, no, that's
Alright,
clear
then-
as can be.
yeah.
So they make a DC.
It's 20% miss. It's
Yeah.
the exact same. Just
So yeah, just roll a d20.
Just D20. It's one of those so fun things. Oh, a 1.
Oh no! Oh, that would have been so good.
That would have been
So-
good, but you thought you can daze it, but its smoke confuses you. Not
Well,
daze.
I can't see it. So
Yeah, you have trouble like targeting it.
Yep.
Ateran, as they've moved back, is like looking through the smoke. Still says "kabit" and makes that popping motion, but just seems to be struggling to look.
That was a cantrip, so you didn't waste a spell. At least Alhara is up and has 2 of these things right next to her. You know,
That
if you
sounds
run
like
into the
no fun.
cage, he probably won't be able to get you.
I am not doing that. What she is going to do is try and tumble. You know, I'm not going to worry about Panache for now. I am just going to move past these ones into defend Ateran. And I'm about 10 feet away from the one that Ateran tried to attack. And she is going to try and stab it with this fighter's fork, which, as I mentioned before, is already extended for reach. So let's just do 2 attacks on the Smoldering Leopard.
You smolder that leopard. So an 18 won't even hit it, so you don't need to
Okay.
roll the mischance.
Womp womp.
Worth a couple shots.
Oh,
Nat 20 on the second roll.
Will the crit though? You gotta roll the flat check. You gotta roll the flat check.
Oh.
Yeah,
Flat
19.
check.
You did it.
All right. So critical damage, 12 piercing on the darn leopard. Sorry, Hap. If these things are corrupted, they gotta go.
No, that's what I'm saying. Get it.
Oh, okay.
She's on board.
Get
That
it.
means the smoke cloud is just like illuminated by violet light because of the violet light coming off your trident.
Oh, awesome.
Get it. Okay. Here we go. Smoldering Leopard moves up to Alhara.
Oh, no.
Everyone has your hero points back again. This might get ugly. It
Yay.
walks up and starts to claw you.
Uh,
24.
definitely a hit.
9 points of slashing and 1 point of fire damage, the maximum damage,
Ugh.
and then tries to claw you again. 22,
Gosh, that still hits.
10 points of damage, and it is done.
Ouch. Or at least I have cover against the other one.
Actually, that's not true. It did pounce, which allows to move
What?
and then strike.
Oh, no.
So it actually could do 1 more attack.
That jerk. Okay.
I know. Wait. Well, let's see what it
Pounce
does.
is still amazing.
And then what it does
That's
is
still real good.
it manages to do 2 claw strikes against a creature, and then it will
Does this thing have rend?
no,
Oh, God.
it has something close though. I'm just reading. It has a lot of things on it though. So well, you're not flat-footed.
Oh, like it shoots bees out of its mouth?
Yeah, it does that. No, it's gonna bite
Bees.
you. That's a critical miss.
No. Ooh, hey, guess what? A natural 1 is a critical miss, which will trigger my opportune riposte. I am going to stab it with this frickin' fighter's fork.
Yeah, you are.
What you need?
And-
Gosh.
No,
Oh, okay.
no. That was playtest version. I also rolled a nat 1, so we're all just wafting in the smoke.
Smoke.
This one walks up to Darius and will do a claw attack. 28.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
6 points of damage.
It wasn't the 2 demons or the fire library.
Yeah, 5 slashing, 1 fire. 25.
Can you
So
stop
I hit.
rolling like this? Are you serious?
So 6 and 9, 14.
And then it gets 1 more attack because it did a pounce where it moves and attacks. And then
Yeah.
it did attack, and now it's going to try to jaw you. That was a minus.
Oh!
No, that's a 20.
Oh.
That's a 20. That's a 20.
20
There's
is a
something wrong with
miss.
that formula. Yeah, there's something wrong
It
with
didn't
that formula.
roll a natural
Ugh.
20, did it?
No.
So, do we need to keep checking the formulas?
No. It's just that Jaws formula. I'm going to fix that real. There we go. Fixed it. Okay, Darius, you're
Right.
up.
Let's pound
you fix
this leopard into pulp.
They'll make nice coats if you kill them.
Nice
Flurry of
smoking
blows.
jackets, you mean?
Smoking jackets. Do you
Miss.
get it?
No, 12? You kidding?
12. Do you think a 12 will hit? How come I'm rolling dynamite and you guys are rolling crap?
I blew all my good rolls last game. It's over, folks.
Yeah, that's how roll for combat always goes.
You know, and the thing is, on the other...
Miss.
The other gang used to think I was cheating, and I'm like, I'm not cheating. Here's open rolls. Open rolls. Everyone can see the rolls.
And the Hail Mary. Even super miss.
I thought I'd be safe
Whippity
with my
whip, whip, whip.
days.
Oh my god! You roll a 12, a 10, and a 7. You got one more
Mhm.
attack because you did.
One more action.
Are
I
those
guess.
medicine checks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do a medicine check on myself. Unhap.
Do it on me.
Oh, okay.
Surely a good roll's coming.
Well, here's the fun.
No, don't say
Good rolls
that.
coming. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Here you
Wait.
go.
You have to do a seek action. DC. Sorry, you have to do conceal.
Oh, I can't see
You
Hap?
can't see Hap any creature.
But I know where
No,
she is.
You don't. 10 feet anywhere. All
Seek
creatures,
action. What do I got to roll?
all creatures within that area are concealed, including allies. It's just a flat check. You have to roll a 5 or higher.
Okay.
What's your roll? A 10. Okay, you
Well,
found her.
A 10.
Wasn't too
yeah.
bad. You found her and you managed to bandage her
And
up.
I do 2d8.
Ooh, 2d8.
Ooh.
Healing.
Maybe that's been your
Ooh.
secret all along. Maybe you should have been closing your eyes when you do medicine checks.
Yeah.
You had done better. Ooh, 8.
There's 8 hit points.
I mean,
Please
that's,
thrust your wound into this
Yeah.
bandage I'm holding.
Hap, you're up. The leopards are all around you. You can't see a damn thing.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to take Darius's hands and say, "Be safe, big brother." And I'm going to push a resist energy into him, resist energy fire. But let me make this flat check first. Make sure I can even find him.
I'm touching you with the heal check. Is that?
Oh,
Cause that
yeah.
right? No.
Still do it. Still do it.
Still
Alright.
got to do it.
She smacks you in the face. Here you go,
Oh,
A
she
3.
fails too.
son of a...
You had to do that. She rolls a 3. She can't see you.
Like I'm adjacent to him. He has his hands on me, and I can't find him.
It was only a 20% chance. How hard can it be? Obviously, for you, pretty hard.
I think
You
I
can
think
do it
that's
again.
like a 25% chance. No, I
No, it's
can't. That's a
20%.
2-action spell.
It's two. Yeah, it's 2 actions. I mean, sorry, it's a 5 or higher. So if it fails on a 1, 2, 3, or 4. That's all it was.
Okay. Well, I can't try again, so
You got one more action. What are you gonna do?
the only intelligent move here is to leave. I don't like it, but I use my action to get away.
Good idea. Ateran's up.
Ateran's going to try and glare at it. So I think I need a flat check again as
Yeah.
their eyes go wide and
Mhm.
violet energy flashes through as
Mhm.
they use Evil Eye. Do you want the flat check first, or
Yeah.
do you want me to hit Evil Eye first?
Not flat check because you're gonna. It's an automatic, so you might as well just do the flat check. Get out of the way. Maybe
Alright.
do it.
Will DC 19.
Ooh,
Oh,
critical.
Oh.
They are frightened 2, -2 to all the things. And Ateran will then repeat, Kabit, and make a popping motion of their fist as they cast Daze. Flat check first. 8, haha.
See, now you're doing
That's
it.
enough.
Now you're doing it. Now you're doing well. You got
You're
all the
doing
bad-
it, Peter!
You got all the bad rolls out of the way. That is actually a 15, so it fails.
Alright, so 1d6 plus 4. Oh, I rolled a 1, 5 damage.
Daze actually does damage to it?
Yeah, that's how it
Mhm.
works now. If they critically fail, they also get stunned 1.
Okay. Well, you do a little bit of damage to it. Good job.
Yep.
Alhara, there's a lot of smoke in your eyes. A lot going on.
There's a lot of smoke in my eyes, and I'm not feeling great. But, let's give this a shot anyway. Okay, so I got this dang leopard and this cool trident. Let's try stabbing it a couple times.
19.
19 to hit. Is that
If you can find it.
11? Looks like I can. So 9 points of piercing damage.
You hit it.
Nice.
Fantastic. Really hoping to take this darn thing down.
It's little damaged. You're not sure because, well, you can't really see it.
13's probably gonna
to
miss.
do it.
Oh, what to do next? If I go away from it to force it to move toward me, it'll just pounce again. So
I remember -2 to armor class right now, whatever that is.
Yeah, I mean that's true. It probably has higher armor class than 15 though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I Hail Mary attack? There's all these cages. There's not really anything to get cover behind. I don't have a parrying weapon. I guess I'm going to go for that Hail Mary third attack. Hope for the best. Ooh, I rolled really well. I got I got an 18. Does 18 hit it with Frightened 2?
It does,
Ooh.
but you have to see if you make the flat check.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Minimum damage
For
of 4
minimum
points.
damage.
Hey, you know what? If that's a third attack, I will take it.
The critical would have been maximum damage too, but
Gosh, that would have been awesome.
oh no. Oh no. Here
Yeah.
we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad. First, it's gonna try to bite you with its jaws. It ain't fooling around now. Time to take out the trash. 14. It's like
-2.
12. I know. Shh.
Just reminding, it's my job.
Endlessly. It misses. Might go past Alhara just to go at Ateran so it stops the peanut gallery. Okay, now it's just going to jaws again.
Remember, -2. Oh no!
-12?
Yeah, up to -2.
No!
Oh,
It's the RPG gods getting at you for saying that.
I don't.
28
And for maximum damage?
points of damage.
Holy crap.
jeez.
And then it does a free grab. Grabs you while you're down.
Alhara's unconscious body.
The other leopard is up and it will also try to draw Darius. 21.
Just what you need.
11 points of damage. And then it will grab you because it does that. It grabs you for an action. And then it does...
Automatic?
It's an action. So the way it works in Pathfinder 2, we haven't really done this too much, is that if it has a grab action, it's automatic, but it takes an action to do. So
I see.
It jaws you and then automatic grab, but it's an action. Unless it's improved grab, in which case it's not an action. So it automatically grabs you, and then it does its Scorching Maul, which is the equivalent of Rake, where it will do 2 claw strikes against a creature it has grabbed. But there's attack penalty, so 14 will miss. Ooh, 28. Critical hit.
It's
Jeez.
a crit? Oh, we rolled a 20.
Another crit.
Jesus. Alright, so is that 16 damage?
10 plus how much fire?
3.
Yeah, 16 damage. And
Not doing well, folks.
that is it. Darius is up.
Well, let's medicine check.
Sure.
Battle medicine.
I'll say you can see yourself.
Thanks.
It's allies. You can't do it to allies. Although it says every creature within the aura is concealed, that could be
Look,
as yourself.
I would grab
I'll
something
be-
I think is
I'll
my foot,
be-
but it's a house plant. I don't think so.
Well, I'll let it go because you're almost dead again.
Yeah.
Woo! When you make the roll, you have enough trouble as it is. 28.
You critical the roll. Yeah, that's
critical,
crit.
right?
the
I
roll.
need a 15.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
So is that
double healing.
4d8 plus 10
48?
for me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Ooh, I rolled the 1d20 for you just to see if you would have hit yourself. You would have missed.
Get out of here!
It's yourself.
But we will be nice.
I was about to use a
Don't
level
need
2
it.
heal on you.
I'm-
Yeah.
I'm doing better than I was.
You're 3 points
Godless
down
healing also
again.
helped me out there.
Yes. Although the godless healing's struggling a little. I'll tell you that right now.
You rolled 6s, not 8s.
Yeah,
you rolled
those
the
are
wrong
D6s.
Yeah, you should have done 48, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Hey.
reroll it.
Yeah.
That's why it's struggling. You're rolling the wrong. You're rolling the wrong healing.
I was so excited to do this.
It never happened before.
It's never happened.
27. There you go.
Oh, all right.
Little
So
bit
I got
better.
2 more points.
Little better. Little better. All right. Go.
All right.
Gadget.
Flurry of
Darius.
blows.
This thing is untouched. Untouched. Oh, that's
There's
good.
a 25.
That's a good one. Let's see if you can roll the
Yeah.
concealment. Here we go. Can he hit? Just roll a 5 or higher. What did you roll? A 2.
Fuck.
Hero point?
You might want to save that for death. As we learned last time.
You want me to hero point the flat check?
You just get to re-roll
No,
it. It's not
save it for death.
guaranteed.
It's
All you get is a re-roll. Wasn't even that much damage. It was 7 points.
yeah, it's 7 points. If it was a crit, I would have, but no. All right,
Yeah.
let's do the second flurry.
24, pretty good. Oh, max damage if you can hit.
Yes.
Come on,
Come on. What's your roll? Ah! It rolls a 1.
Are you kidding me?
I'm here pointing that.
It's gonna be bad if these things are what do us in.
It is. I did it again. Did I? No.
A 6, barely
Better.
hits.
Whew, counts. Good. Take 12.
12 points of damage.
Jeez.
Funky, finally. He's just flailing all over the place, and he barely hits this thing.
Third action is another Hail Mary.
Did the demons kill you? Did the ghouls kill you?
Yeah.
Did any of
ghouls,
those things
the demons?
kill you?
Yes.
No, it was Smoldering Leopards.
Yep.
Apps up.
All right.
Jeez.
So now that you've healed yourself, I can.
Yeah.
I can
Scroll
start.
away.
Yeah. I was gonna use just a regular level 2 heal to do a 2d8 plus 16, but don't need it.
Burn me.
Instead, all right. Don't worry, guys. I think I've got it this time, and I'm gonna spend all 3 actions. I'm gonna do my Shaolin Stomp. I'm gonna start swirling the invisible cauldron, and a cloud of embers will appear. But this time, they start to scamper away, but I call them back, and they coalesce into the shape of a giant, loyal fox to flank with Darius.
Does that mean Hap's ignoring Alhara on the ground?
I mean, it's
no,
fine.
you're right
I'm
there.
just dying.
If we don't kill one of these leopards right now,
Okay. I just asking. Just wanted to
That's-
make
that's
sure.
cool.
Can I
on
see
top of that, I
Alhara?
literally
don't-
can't see you.
There's isn't this hallway filled with smoke? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, but you can see them sort of. I mean,
Oh, we
it's
can.
sort of enough to know that you went down.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
we have concealment.
And
that's
you've
all.
got your hero point. Like, I don't like leaving you there, but triage. We have to kill these things now.
All right,
Yeah.
what are you summoning?
A
Giant
fox.
loyal fox.
Where?
Oh, it's flanking with Darius. It says giant, but it's only medium. I guess it's big for a fox.
Well, it's
though.
big for a fox.
Yeah. And we forgot that the squirrel swarms are actually large, so they should have
No,
taken
they're
up
not.
4
No,
squares
they're
of
not.
these.
They're not. They're
small.
medium
What?
size.
They're not. I didn't forget anything. You brought it up. You happened to cast the worst thing in the entire game. A small swarm that needs 2 actions to attack.
Wow, okay, rabid squirrel swarm is large. That is so weird. The inconsistencies are crazy.
It's because it was designed for a scenario, not a bestiary book.
Okay, so you cast summon animal.
Yes, and I'm hoping that the wolf is smart enough to lead with jaws and finish with claws.
Guess we'll find out. So let's
Because you
see,
did the
summon
finesse
animal.
weapon second. Oh wait, they're the same damage, so it's irrelevant.
All right, so let's see. The giant loyal fox goes. Did not do any of its attacks. So it will attack with jaws.
Yeah, +9, and then it'll do.
I know what it does.
Okay.
It
Flanking.
Don't forget, its armor class is lower by 2.
It rolls a 15, which is a miss. And then it will try to claw. It's actually a -4, so a 7, which is critical miss. Matron's up.
Whew. Yeah, these things are brutal. Who thought a little smoking cat would be the end of us, huh? Who thought a bunch of frogs outside with big teeth would be the end of us, huh? Who thought one nasty ghoul with a good set of teeth would be the end of us, huh? Who thought every other combat in this AP would be the end of us, huh?
Yeah, it's a little. I just love being on death's door literally every time we sit down and log into Roll20.
I'll tell you,
just
that's
my
one of
favorite
That's
the-
thing.
actually not
Yeah.
true. That's the funny part. You've had a dozen easy combats before this. You
We had
were
a few.
you
We had
were
a few.
slaughtering those ghouls left and right. You were
Yeah, we had some. good
yeah,
ones.
you were killing
We
everything.
had 3 easy fights, and then the
No.
rest were not.
No, you had multiple easy fights.
Well, we have been hit with an awful lot of nat 20s tonight.
That's true. These
That's
are the luckiest cats in the world.
Well, I mean, it's kind of par for the course some days.
Or you guys use the environment. I don't know. Go in the cage and attack from range. There's lots of things here. They can't even get you, and then you kill them from range. There's a lot of tactics here.
I don't. So I thought of something like that, but part of the problem. Okay, so there's a couple problems. I can drop my cool weapon, and then I can finally shove again because I can't shove while I'm holding it. I could go in the cage, but that sounds like folly. They'll just follow us in there and murder us. I mean, I think
There's
the
a
impetus,
pool of water in there.
they're not. Okay, I guess.
I mean, we'll just see what happens. We'll just do our best and.
I don't know. I mean, I thought I was trying to use the
quit
terrain. I
Nat
was
20ing us.
trying to protect Ateran from them and plug up this hallway.
Look, here's what's really happening. This isn't an issue of tactics. This is an issue of they keep rolling really high and we keep missing everything. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Well, I think something's happening that involves you, Rob.
Your turn's up. We're just waiting.
Ateran calls out, Alhara, just stay with us! And violet energy seems to suffuse the area as Ateran's words echo throughout the room as Ateran casts Stabilize on Alhara, and Ateran will continue to glare at the leopard, which now means that their frightened is at 1, because you can't maintain it at 2 anymore.
Well,
so
first see
goes
if you
down
can
to 1.
see Alhara. Flat check.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so what was that you cast?
Stabilize.
Okay, that's good.
And then maintains evil eye on the leopard.
You have to
So
sustain
another
evil
flat
eye?
check. Yep.
I don't think you do a flat check to sustain.
Yeah,
though.
you do. You have to
Holy
target. 'Cause
crap!
if it goes out of range, you can't do it anymore.
Yep.
Yeah,
Maintained.
this is brutal. A 20% chance to fail everything you do.
But yeah, just remember it goes down to 1. You can't maintain it at the critical failure amount anymore.
Are you done? Alhara, you're stable. So what do you do?
Cough.
Yeah, Alhara's stable at 0.
Oh, that's right. Ooh, Smoldering Leopard. Smoldering Leopard. What did it do? Didn't it grab you last time?
Yeah.
It did grab me last time.
I think you're dead. You're no threat. Atron, on the other hand.
Oh, hi.
Guys better kill these things. Things going up to him. Them pouncing. Strides and makes a strike. 18.
Miss.
18? What's your AC?
Right? Oh, no.
You have an AC of
It's-
16.
Sorry, I was thinking of my DC for spells. So yeah, that hits.
You take 5 points of piercing and 3 points of fire damage.
So some of that
Right.
violet and black energy comes coughing out of Ateran.
All right. It then will grab you, and then it will try to tear you asunder with its claws. Claws you once for a 16. That will hit. So that will 7 points of regular damage, 4 points of fire. And then it will claw you one more time. 14, that misses.
Yay!
And then the other Smoldering Leopard goes. Now it grabbed the Darius, right?
Yes.
I believe so.
Oh, and you were doing all those things when you were grabbed. I guess I don't know if you were able to, but too late now.
I think
since I messed up.
grab only prevents you from moving.
Oh, and it
Yeah.
prevents you from doing other things.
Okay.
It makes you flat-footed, immobilized, and to manipulate things, you need to do a check. So
Yeah, but he's just punching.
no, he was healing himself, but that's
I did a-
okay.
Oh yeah, it's true.
That's okay. I forgot, so that's on me. So let's just do what it normally would do, which is, let's see, using grab extends the duration of the monsters till the end of its next turn. So the grab goes until the end of the monster's next turn. Ooh, so you're grabbed while it is attacking you, which is, it's going to be terrible. All right, It will claw you.
Isn't it always?
Oh, but a 16. That will.
That is not going to hit, even at -2.
Yes, you're flat-footed. It still misses. And look, it rolled negative. It rolled minimum damage
Good. Keep it
on
up.
all 3, and then
That's
it
nice.
tries to claw you again.
That hit.
A 30, I guess, against you. Because what would you be?
Why is the
19.
math so weird? That didn't do the -4 at all.
Because it doesn't. It's a special
Whoa.
attack.
19. 28's not a critical hit,
But you're flat-footed.
but it's not a critical hit.
Okay.
21 -2 is 19.
Oh, okay.
19 plus 10 is 29.
Okay, so you only take 8 plus 3 plus flat-footed damage.
Flat-footed damage.
Huh?
A sneak attack.
Oh, of
It
course it
does
does.
2 more points of damage to you as your sneak attack.
So, is that 13 damage?
So 13 damage altogether. And that was its first action because that was Scorching Maul. 2 claw strikes against you.
Jeez.
Now it does its second action. So 16, a miss. And then 1 more claw and -8. 16 also misses. So basically it grabbed you and it does 4 claws attacks on you.
That's nuts.
Darius is up.
Alright, well, let's flare blows while it's flanked. And I'm no longer grabbed, right?
You are no longer grabbed, that is correct. It releases you at the end of its turn. Because it didn't sustain it.
Flurry of blows. First one and a second one. Oops,
Okay.
second one ignore, because it selected again. So the first one's a 20, it has a -2 AC.
You're correct. You have flanking. Well, no, you have to do your flat check. Concealment.
Flat check, yeah. Ignore that second entry, because it
I
went
am.
off twice.
I am. Just don't roll a 1, 2, 3, or 4.
There's a 2, so that's a miss.
That's like the 3rd time in a row you've done that. That is insane. Okay. Get to attack again.
Okay, that's probably a hit. If
That's
it-
probably hit an
and-
18 if you can do your flat check. Just don't roll a 1, 2, 3. There you go.
There you go, great. Hit.
9
Okay.
points of damage.
And now make a DC 19 fortitude save, because Flurry of blows.
First time it's had to do this. Fortitude save, right?
Yeah, DC 19.
Ooh, 15.
Oh, good.
Is it higher level than me, Steven?
It's the same level as you.
Then it loses one of its
One
actions.
action. One action.
We needed that, though.
You still get more attacks.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Hey, me and Luis just did an episode of Legend Lore on this. For your last one, instead of doing a -10,
Oops.
what you could do is you could aid the wolf or the fox.
Oh.
Give it a +1, and you won't have any minuses on that aid.
Oh, what do I roll to aid?
So what you'll do is you spend 1 action to prepare, and then on the fox's turn, you use a reaction. You make an attack roll, but because it's not your turn, you don't have a multi-attack penalty.
Okay, I'll do that instead. I will help the fox, readying an action to, well, whatever it is.
Do you have to roll for
reserving,
that? What do you have to
Prepare.
You do roll, but not on Darius's turn. You'll roll on the fox's turn when you use your reaction.
On my highest attack.
Yes,
bonus.
yes, because apparently, this came straight from Luis. You never have a multi-attack penalty when you use an attack roll on someone else's turn. Now we know.
do? All right, well, you're up, Hap.
Okay, so I'm going to move, and while I'm doing that, I am going to focus on keeping the fox there. So I'll sustain it and I'll move for 2 actions. And then from this position, I can do a big heal if/when things go really south. But right now, I only have 1 action left. Let's put a... Let's try it. I'm going to throw an elemental toss at Ateran's panther. So I'm going to go ahead and make my flat check real quick just to see if it even matters. I wasted nat 20. Would have been
Nice.
nat 20. All right.
Double
let's-
damage. You really see it.
Yep. All right, let's try and hit it now and hope it's not just immune to fire. Hey, 21's not bad.
Which one were you trying to hit, Hap?
Ateran's panther.
Okay, so you hit it for 18 points of damage.
Yay!
Oh, thank God.
Nice
Okay,
job, Hap.
good.
Thank you for saving us, Hap.
Are you done?
Oh, that's 3 actions for me. Yes.
So the giant loyal fox goes. Now, how does this work exactly?
It has 2 actions.
I make a roll.
Okay, well,
Oh yeah,
to
duh.
help it, right?
You use your reaction, so that is your reaction for the turn, and now you make an attack roll at a I forget what the DC is.
Well, I rolled a 29.
Well, I'm sure
It ain't 29.
The
DC's
DC is
20.
actually going to be up to Steve. So, that's right. That's the DC. It's always 20 and then higher or lower depending on if the GM determines that the situation calls for that.
Right, so you get a +1 to its attack.
Yeah. If you could make it a 30 somehow, it'll get a +2.
It's not, though.
Okay.
Okay,
It's not,
yeah.
it's flanked, but that doesn't matter.
Okay,
It
so
gets
it
Yeah.
rolls an 18, but then I have to do the... Here we go. Get to see how good my roll is. So it tries to jaws and bite this creature in front of it. And will it be able to find the creature?
Yay.
12. Are you happy I roll well?
That time.
And it does 5 plus sneak attack damage. So it does 8 points of damage.
That's a good fox.
That's right.
See, now you like my summon animals, don't you?
And now it gets the claw. And that's an 11, so it misses. Ateran,
Can Ateran stand over Alhara?
yeah, of course you can.
Alright, that's what Ateran does. And then will, as they come up, chant quickly, Arula Valdik, and throws some of the, like a rock or something from the habitat
Sure.
at the leopard.
Sure.
Flat check first.
Yeah, there's nothing
5.
worse than
Barely.
Woohoo!
rolling a good
Yeah,
thing
barely.
and then ruining it.
You guys are doing it the other way around. You can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
You're like,
I
I
know.
can't take it. I can't take it. I'm doing flat checks first. I can't take these really good rolls that are getting wasted.
17 hit?
17 will not hit.
Damn it.
Nope. And you are done.
Yep.
Alhara, she lay there like a slug. It was her only defense. One
Smoke.
smoldering leopard dead. One still alive. Oh, Darius. Oh, Darius. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's going crazy. It's going nuts. Now's the time. It's just losing its mind. Roar! Jawsing you. Jaws. Ooh, 15 misses. It jaws again. Jaws. No, claw. Now it's clawing you. Claw.
Miss.
17. Claw.
Oh, does it have 3 actions?
Yeah.
Oh no, it only gets one. It's it
That's
lost
right.
one.
Oh, thank you, lost one.
Because of
my stunningness.
Darius' stunningness. So
How stunning I am.
it only tried to bite you and claw you and failed, and now it's
Excellent.
it's done. Now Darius. Can
All right, let's do it. Flurry of punching. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
30.
This is gonna hurt when I roll a 3.
30. A critical hit unless you roll a 1 or a 2 or a 3 or a 4. Oh, you rolled a 9! You rolled a 9! You did it!
Oh, thank goodness.
22 damage. Crunch.
Oh, gosh.
Look at that! 22 points of damage.
Stop. Is it alive still? No.
Yay!
I wait for that squeaking fart.
It dies.
It dies.
It's like a death gargle.
Ateran moves
a little
back from Alhara
Tonal.
and immediately just says, Darius, now that it's dropped, your sister needs healing. You
Hang on,
should
Alhara.
bandage her up.
They drop. The smoke dissipates, and you can see each other again.
There you go. 20.
Oh yeah, you succeed.
Have some medicine. Have 8 points of medicine.
Oh, look, a bunch of people who are alive. I guess we
You
won.
did.
Oh, what the heck was with those cats? You said they were corrupted?
Yes.
Yeah, the demons got to them.
There are no natural leopards that are fiery and smoky.
Alright, well, no more Miss Nice Girl. If anything moves in this place, I'm just going to assume it's corrupted and evil and terrible.
I'm with you on that one.
Ateran frowns slightly.
No, I don't mean you.
No, I know. I understand. I think it's fortunate that we have to assume that.
I do too, but still.
I seem to have a deep puncture wound in my side and severe lacerations to my arm. If you could, someone please bandage me up.
Yeah, I think we're all pretty beat up. Do you want to go hide out in a couple of those unused, clean rooms?
Yeah.
and maybe take an hour or so and just bandage ourselves
Let's
up.
do that.
Perhaps that first bedroom that we used
The one with the
before.
body?
No.
Where the two were fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, the big one.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that has a decent amount of space. It's not too far off. Sure, let's head back there. Let's take a quick moment to look around here, just make sure. Before they leave, Alhara will just go around the pen and do a quick seek action, make sure there wasn't anything forgotten in this cage.
In this cage, I actually want to do the seek action with you.
Okay.
Ateran will look around the habitat lobby? Foyer? It was in the foyer. Anyone know what that's from?
No?
Troop Beverly Hills.
Ugh. That is a garbage movie.
I love that movie. Shelley Long is a treasure.
It might be, but that movie sucks. Let's see. That habitat has nothing of interest in it. It was a very nice habitat. Obviously, it looks like the leopards were stalking and waiting for someone to let them out, and as soon as you fell into their trap, they sprung into action.
Their trap of just waiting.
Well, they are leopards. They were hiding underneath the trees and behind the foliage. You could not see them. Ateran is searching the larger area and finds something.
Ooh. Mini snow leopards with bees in their mouth.
They find a very nice pair of gloves in one of the bandages that looks interesting to them. Clean white gloves. Way too clean, way too nice. Something is off about this.
And you said some bandages?
Amongst the bandages.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd probably grab the bandages. Seems like we might need them.
Yeah, can I refresh my medicine kit from the stuff that's here?
Yeah, sure, definitely. It's all animal
I like it.
related, though, so
Well, the stuff that's not specifically for tigers, like
sure.
bandages are bandages.
Mm-hmm. I get it. But yeah, these gloves look pretty cool.
These gloves might be something we should check when we are in the other room. And Ateran would show them and then put them away. Should we? Do we have everything?
As far as I know.
Alright, let us go into that bedroom.
Okay.
Going.
We'll go in there. The good news is we have, really, if Hap joins in, 3 different people that can do treat wounds. And since if you continually treat wounds for an hour, we can heal multiple of us up all at once.
Now, technically, I can treat wounds with primal. It's just not great.
Oh, natural medicine?
Yes.
Yeah, so we can all treat wounds. Natural medicine is fine, isn't it?
Sure.
Do you mean
Yeah.
like your nature score isn't that great?
Yeah, it's +5.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean my medicine's like +6.
I was
Alright.
just thinking that, like, Alhara and Darius will probably want to heal themselves for a total of an hour to get as much healing out of our time as possible.
Right.
And then maybe, Ateran, if you want to heal yourself, and then you could use the rest of that hour to investigate the magic item we found.
Yeah, so I guess Ateran will try treating their own wounds.
No, give me that. I'm gonna take the kit from you. I'm just gonna do it myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I give you a bunch of twigs and berries and weird poultices.
Okay, that's fine. Do you even know? Oh, yeah, you don't even have. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. I'll just use my own. Put those away. I don't need those.
Right. Alhara's going to use assurance on herself just to guarantee success.
Hey.
Alhara rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.
Boo.
Not great, but it's more than nothing.
Ooh, 10.
Yes. Be healed.
That puts me to max. Thank you. Thankfully, I had False Life on. Oof.
Yeah.
I'd be dead without it. Or, I would have gone unconscious.
Yeah.
I was thinking about trying to play dead.
Hmm.
Like, deception, like, whoa! While Hap does that, Ateran would like to look over the gloves.
Using what?
Did you already treat yourself, Alhara?
I mean, Arcana or Occultism are both the same for Ateran, so... Ateran would use Read Aura first, just to see if there's magic.
Oh yeah,
that's
they're
on there.
totally magic.
Then they can... Nice, alright. So, That would tell me what kind of aura.
You look it over, you know exactly what it is.
Nice. Oh, these are healer's gloves. You should put these on one of you. They will make it so you understand things better. And once per day, you can have magic flow out of them that will do quite a bit of magical healing energy throughout the person.
Oh, that would be great.
And Ateran would shake them towards Alhara or Darius.
I snatched them away.
Seriously, yes. It's fine. Yeah, I think they'd be better in your hands. You could use the help.
Healer's gloves.
Gloves, while bandages, +1 bandages. I don't know. They end up match.
+1 bandages? We have +1 bandages?
You're wearing them.
+1 medicine check.
No, because these are gloves.
These are gloves, not like bracers or whatever.
I know.
Whatever I have.
Okay. Just making sure you can handle that all. Yeah, they're okay. They're not bad. Not the best thing in the world. I mean, they're okay. Healer's gloves. They only give you free healing and a +1 to your medicine check.
Those
huge.
are amazing.
Yeah, they're all right.
Compared to how we go.
Well, I know. I was
They're
kidding.
pretty good.
That's why I was like, you guys might want to. I was waiting till some.
Once per day healing. Oh my gosh!
Identify. I'm sitting. It's always amazing when you guys.
Yeah, Pathfinder 2 is so sparse. It's like gives these little trickles of magic. Way less than it used to. So a +1 anything, and the math is so specifically tight, right? That it matters. Oh my god, +1 my healing skill. Oh my god, that's amazing.
These things are pretty good.
We'll get there. We're still in module 1.
How long does it take to invest in something?
Oh, I'm investing.
I don't remember.
You invested at the beginning of your daily preparations.
Oh, so they don't work yet.
I believe you can get the item bonus, but can't use the activation. But
Okay.
we might have to wait till tomorrow.
You invest your energy in an item with the invested trait as you don it. This process requires 1 or more interact actions.
All right.
Oh, nice.
I do it.
So once you've invested, you have it, and it lasts until you remove it. So you can just
Awesome.
change it during the day. So you get it right away. Look at that. So now maybe you'll finally get to make those rolls. This is almost like you're halfway to master of medicine, because it gave you a +1.
That's right.
You don't even need to do it now, because you'll be fine.
Well, I'm gonna. I get a lot of unlocks at master. Also, I can do it now, but I'm always afraid to choose the DC 20 medicine check to get more healing.
Oh yeah, no.
You
that
should
is-
do
You
that
fail too
all
much for
the
that.
time.
Nope,
all the time.
You're not there
I mean,
yet.
I hit a 22 and a 23 the last few times, and a 20, but because I didn't say it, that's why it went that high.
Let's get master first, huh? How
Oh
about
yeah,
that?
let's get
You have
master
a
and a
10
couple
on
more
your
feats.
checks now. I mean, a 10's
I have a
pretty
10. That is pretty good.
good chance of making it, which means
But
you'll never make it.
Yeah, a 50-50 chance is might as well be a 90-10 chance.
On you, it definitely will be.
Correct.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember that Mountain Dew is not one of the 4 food groups.